For years, Guthrie Fire Department has taken pride in protecting Oklahoma's first Capitol since 1889. However, they say doing that lately hasn't been so easy. It's not uncommon for these guys to respond to multiple medical calls a day.
One of our situations yesterday is that we had 3 ambulance calls come out within probably 20 minutes of each other.
But when that happens, union member and Guthrie Fire Lieutenant Ryan Reeves says this 8-man crew is stretched far too thin.
Pretty much we're leaving our city unprotected.
That's because their guys are juggling fire and ambulance calls. He says last month, firefighters doubling as EMTs and paramedics were on ambulance calls when this fire was called out. Only 2 firefighters were able to respond, making for a dangerous situation for everyone involved.
You really just have to try to protect the exposures, and if there's somebody in the house, you got to do what you got to do.
In this case, no one was inside, but the house was leveled within minutes. Oftentimes, surrounding volunteer fire departments in EMSA are called in to help out, drastically increasing response times.
Response time's everything. It's the difference between life and death.
Right now, Reeves says they're only able to patch holes, calling in off-duty firefighters for overtime.
On our days off, they're spending a ton of time away from their families. Kids' birthdays getting interrupted.
Compounding the problem is the department's inability to retain firefighters, losing them to surrounding metro departments with lighter workloads and more pay. Right now, the fire department is working closely with the city and is hopeful they'll find a solution. On the scene on the story from the Guthrie Fire Department, Sylvia Corkill, News 9.